Welcome to our channel and welcome to another week of technical analysis. Pero bago tayo magsimula sa tatlong stock natin for this video, mag-recap muna tayo sa performance ng market natin this week. For this week, SEI closed at 5,960.97. Good recovery, and as we see sa chart natin, nag-cross na yung 20-day MA sa above sa 50-day MA, which is a good sign to prepare the market sa pag-transition sa bullish trend. Mag-plot naman tayo ng Darvas box natin to determine our initial support and resistance. Initial support natin for PSEI is around the 5,800 level, around here sa 5,817.63. Ito yung support na gusto natin mag-hold. Otherwise, 'pag nag-breakdown dito sa support level natin, ang susunod na support natin banda na siya dito, 5,583. This would be the next support after ma-breakout itong initial support natin. For PSEI, ang gusto muna natin makita sa kanya is mag-above siya sa mga moving averages natin. Once mag-cross siya above the 20-day MA, this would give us a bullish signal that the market is shifting to bullish trend. Then afterwards, we may see resistance banda rito, 6,689 level or around 6,600 level. Ito na muna yung para sa mga levels natin for PSEI. Let us see next video or next week kung ano yung magiging direction ng market. Let us proceed with the three stocks na pag-uusapan natin in this video. Una sa list natin is ICT. ICT is an outlier stock. Isa to sa mga stock na masasabi natin na regardless hindi maganda yung overall market performance, mayroon pa ring stock that goes against the trend. And isa ito, si ICT. This trend will not go up forever. Kaya there are two ways that we may consider to exit the stock and go out with a profit. Una is set a target price. Set your target price based on your conditions, price level na you would consider time to exit. And another one is using the 20-day MA or itong green line natin to do a follow trend. Ito yung paborito kong gamitin. You will sell the stock once it hit below the 20-day MA kasi ito yung magde-determine na tapos na yung trend ng stock in the short term. If kino-consider mo naman mag-entry, just make sure to set up your stop loss properly para in the event na magkaroon ng selling pressure, you would be able to exit in a reasonable loss. Pero if you already have a position, then gusto mo lang magdagdag, what I normally do is set a breakout level. And dito sa ICT, I would consider this level as my breakout level. Ayan. Kung gusto ko magdagdag ng position, this would be the candle that I would add another positions. Let us proceed naman sa susunod na stock natin, which is ITLAD. Maynilad. Mabilis lang natin pag-uusapan ito kasi medyo obvious na rin naman si Maynilad. For Maynilad, I would simply plot a Darvas box to determine my entry points and support level. So for Maynilad, bali nandito siya. Yan. Ito yung breakout entry niya and dito yung support level niya. So what I would do is enter sa breakout ng box, then set up a stop loss when it go below down to 20-day MA. Yan, pwede dito banda. And for the TP level or the target price level, normally na ginagawa ko is yun, idu-duplicate ko yung initial box, then ipapatok ko siya dun sa top ng initial box. Then this would be my target price level, 25.74. Or yung another option ko is to simply follow the trend, which is exit 'pag bumaba na siya dito sa 20-day MA. And 'pag nagtuloy-tuloy yung run ni Maynilad, mag-e-exit lang ako 'pag tumama siya dun sa baba ng 20-day MA para ma-maximize ko yung potential gain niya. Last on our list is Hazen. Hazen, isa ito sa mga stock to watch for the coming weeks. Initially, it just broke down the 20-day MA, which means a candidate sa possible stock na mag-outlier. This stock just not only break out sa 20-day MA, it also confluence pa siya dito sa Darvas box natin. Kung ipa-plot natin yung Darvas box natin, makikita natin na nag-breakout din siya dito sa Darvas box natin aside sa breakout niya dito sa 20-day MA. So, para sa akin mas lumakas pa yung potential nito na magkaroon ng continuation dahil dun sa dalawang confluence. Entry sa breakout and set a stop loss. Stop loss will help you protect your capital for major losses if the stock did not go sa direction na gusto mo or the setup did not materialize. As we say, setups are not 100% guarantee. Rather, these are only conditions to help you decide when to buy and when to sell. So, let us see ano yung magiging kapalaran ni ASAN in the coming trading days. Or stock setup entries, ano pa ba yung tinitignan ko sa isang stock bago ko ito bilhin? Isa sa mga tinitignan ko is itong number of trades. Itong number of trades would help me to determine how liquid is the stock is. Bakit siya importante? Kasi dito natin nakikita if madali ba tayo makaka-exit sa stock if hindi siya umayon sa plano natin and maiwasan natin maipit. Pag kakaunti lang kasi yung nagte-trade, mas mahirapan tayong makabenta sa stock na hawak natin. Worst case, 'pag may biglang nagbuhos sa stock na konti ang trader, puwedeng biglang baba ng stock na hawak natin. Mas risky 'pag kakaunti yung trades kaya mahalaga bago ka bumili, titignan mo muna ilan yung daily traders ng stock. 'Pag less than 100 yung trader, close out na 'to sa'kin. For me, mas maraming traders, mas maganda overall. 'Pag maraming trader kasi meaning stock is liquid, mas madaling mag-exit and dahil marami yung traders, mas mapoprotektahan ka na hindi siya basta-basta bababa yung stocks 'pag nagkaroon ng selling pressure. Yan na muna for this video. I'll be sharing more of my setup sa mga susunod pang video. So if interesado ka to know my setup, like this video and subscribe para maging updated sa mga susunod ko pang video. Thank you for watching.